Hi friends, this is Neha from Secret Love of Learning. Today we will be discussing part 2 of the GRE video tutorial, that is Introduction to Quantitative Reasoning section. So let's get started. Very first question that comes into our mind while preparing for GRE Quant section is about the scope of the questions. Yeah, that is, where do quantitative reasoning question comes from? So ATS is divided into 4 major topics: arithmetic, algebra, geometry, and data analysis. Now all these topics have various subtopics. Like for arithmetic, integers, fractions, exponents and roots, decimals, real numbers, ratio, percent, that's it. And for algebra, there are various subtopics like operations and algebraic expressions, rules of exponents, solving linear equations, solving quadratic equations, solving linear inequalities, functions, applications, coordinate geometry, and graphs of functions. Now let's see the subtopics in geometry topic: lines and angles, polygons, triangles, quadrilaterals, circles, and three-dimensional figures. And the last topic is data analysis, where the subtopics are like graphical method for describing data, numerical methods for describing data, counting methods, probability, distribution of data, random variables and probability distribution, and data interpretation examples. So here we saw various topics from which the questions in GRE can be asked. Now, in GRE, questions can be from any specific topic or they can be from various mixtures of various topics. So, we'll be looking at them. If you practice and practice, you'll get to know which type of questions are asked. You have to get lots of practice for this thing. But for now, don't worry, because we will be discussing every topic in our video series. So let's see the next question, that is quantitative reasoning question type. There are various types of questions which can be asked in quantitative reasoning. There are basically 2 types. One is quantitative comparison, where you'll be given 2 quantities and you have to find the comparison between these 2 quantities based on some already given data. And the second one is problem solving. This is the traditional problem solving questions. The question will be given and you have to find out the answer and give them. In problem solving, but there are 3 types of options available. The one is, the question can be one answer choice, where you have to select only one answer out of the options given. There is another type, that is one or more answer choice. That means that you have to select all the answers that apply. Here, if you get one answer right, but there are total 4 answers, and if you have answered only one, then that score will not be calculated. Because to get the complete score of that particular question, you should be right. You have to give all the 4 correct answers. And the last one is numeric entry question. Yes, in this you have to type in the answers manually from the keyboard to the screen. So we'll be looking at the example of all these question types so that you get the proper insight of these types of questions. The very first will be quantitative comparison example. The direction given is compare quantity A and B using additional information centered above the 2 quantities, if such information is given, and select one of the following 4 answer choices. 4 answer choices which will be given there. And a symbol that appears more than once in the question has the same meaning throughout the question. That is, if it is X, X means the same thing throughout the question. I hope you understand that. Now this is the example of quantitative comparison. You can see here quantity A and quantity B. You have to compare quantity A and B, and the given middle information is 7x square is equals to 21. Now let me start my marker so that I can solve this problem. Okay. That's it. So now here we are given this option. So we'll be solving this question here, right here. It looks quite simple, and it is quite simple. Here 7x square is equals to 21. So pardon my handwriting, I'm not used to this thing. So I'm just trying hard to do this thing correctly so that you can understand it. And you have to bear it. So we can write that x square is equals to 21 by 7, of course. So cancelling 7 3s are 21. We get that x square is equals to 3. Now we can do two things. One is that x square equals to 3. That means x is equals to root 3. But because I don't like that concept, so I like this method, which is I'll square here on the both sides. That is, I'll write here x square, and here also I'll do it square. So what it will give me is x square equals to 3 and 2 square is equals to 4. So basically quantity B is greater here. So the answer will be the second one, that is quantity B is greater. Now look at the answer choices. You have answer choice A where quantity A is greater, B where quantity B is greater, C when the two quantities are equal, and D when the relationship cannot be determined from the given information. Now these options will be pretty much same in all the quantitative comparison examples. So it's good to just get used to this option. So as soon as you solve it, you get, okay, B is greater, answer choice is B. That's what I mean. It will be much easier for you. Let's move on to the next example, which will be from the problem solving department, and we'll see the example for one answer choice, where we have to find out one answer choice out of the option given which is correct. Direction will be click to select your choice. Yeah, it is click to select your choice. Only one choice for it. And the question is here, the system of equation, this equation number 1 and equation number 2 is given, and if x and y satisfy the system of equations given, what is the value of x minus y? It's quite given in this question that we just have to find x minus y. So it's a simple thing. What I'll do here is, I'll write both this equation, 7x plus 3y equals to 12. Now I'll subtract the second equation from this first equation, minus 3x plus 7y. I'm so sorry, that do not look like plus, but it's okay. I hope you understand. And we have to find the outcome of this subtraction. Now because we are subtracting, the positive sign will convert into the negative. So here it will be minus, minus and minus. 7 minus 3x is 4x. 3y minus 7x is minus 4y. That is equals to 6. Now because we can see here that 4 is common, we'll take out 4 as common, and x minus y equals to 6. So you can see where we are going. X minus y is 6 by 4. So 2 3s are 6 and 2 2s are 4. So our final answer is 3 by 2. That is, here in this case only one answer can be correct, which is this one. And we have that in option. This is 3 by 2. This is the correct answer. We have to select only one answer choice. Now, you can see that mostly the options given in this kind of question will be in ascending order. So we can apply some methodology to this. We'll be discussing that methodology in another video series where we'll be discussing this kind of questions in detail. For now, let's go to our next example, which is problem solving, where we can have one or more answer choices which are correct. So let's see the example. The direction is click to select your choices. We have S here because there can be more than one answer choices as correct. Let's see at the example. In triangle ABC, the measure of angle A is 25 degree and the measure of angle B is greater than 90 degree. Which of the following could be the measure of angle C? Indicate all such measures. Means they have to select all the answers which can be correct, and yes, there can be more than one answer for this thing. So first thing we'll do for this kind of question is draw a diagram. Bear with the diagram please, I know it's not perfect. So let's make it as A, here it will be B, and here it will be C. Now I'll take B as 90 degree because that will make my calculation really simple, and it's given that it's greater than 90 degree. And A, as it is given, I'll be taking A as 25 degree. Now let's see the situation. In case if B is 90, what will be the answer of C? If B is 90, then what we'll do to find C is 90 plus 25. What we'll get is 115. And we'll subtract it from 180 degree because any triangles, if we add all the angles of any triangle, the total will be 180 degree only. So 180 not plus, it will be subtracting. I'm so sorry. So answer will be 65. Now that means that C will always be less than 65. Okay, and because 90, B is always greater than 90. That means C will always be less than 65. So according to our options given, all these options will be correct and you'll be able to select all these options. Don't worry. Hope you understand this example and the solution. Now move on to the next question type and example, that is problem solving with numeric entry and example. The direction given will be enter your choice as an integer or a decimal if there is a single answer box, or as a fraction if there are two separate boxes, one for the numerator and one for the denominator. Equivalent forms of the correct answers such as 2.5 and 2.50 are all correct. And fractions do not need to be reduced to the lowest term. Voila! That's very good because we can write it as it is. But yeah, it should fit into your box. And the next one is that we do not enter the exact answer unless the question says to round it off. You have to write it in points. So let's see the question. If x equals to 10 raised to minus 1, and what is the value of this particular equation? What we'll do to solve this is, we'll write 10 raised to minus 1. We'll put 10 raised to minus 1 in place of x everywhere. 1 upon 10 raised to minus 1 into 1 upon 10 raised to minus 1. 10 raised to minus 1 is always 0.1. So what we'll do is, this will be 0.1 plus 1 upon 0.1 is 10, and here it will be into 10. So what it will give is 10.1 into 10 divided by, if we'll take this point off, we can write here 10, 10 get cancelled. So the answer is 101, which we need to type in here. Now, so we came across all the types of questions and we will learn the ways to answer them in this video series. Hope you got the basic idea and are ready to move further in this journey. Good luck. And that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to watch the next video, and please give a thumbs up if you really like this video, and please give me comments if you have any. And the next video will be quantitative reasoning, arithmetic, integers, fractions, exponents and roots. Thank you so much for watching.